Yo, what's up, guys? Before I get into this crazy trade rumor that's been going around, I've been seeing it on Twitter everywhere. I see a bunch of Bulls fans talking about it, and I seen a bunch of you guys in the comments, making questions and just telling me to make a video on it. I'm going to be honest, I don't believe in this trade rumor, so I really didn't want to make this video, but I'm still going to discuss it for you guys. But before I get into that trade rumor, I just want to bring up this quick topic real quick. And a huge shout out to Daniel Greenberg on Twitter. This morning he tweeted out saying that the Chicago Bulls will have their voluntary workouts, and phase 1 will be September 14th to the 20th, and it's for testing and individual workouts. And then phase 2, it's September 21st to October 6th, is group workouts that could include squad scrimmages and of course more testing. So at least they're giving us some scrimmages. Hopefully the Bulls put out a little bit of highlights so I can keep you guys updated with this mini training camp or whatever you guys want to call it. But it is cool that the Bulls are going to have this. I'm pretty sure they have it every year. But yeah, with everything going around, there's not going to be a lot of Bulls news and content coming out. So hopefully they push some out so I can keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, let's just jump into today's video and this crazy trade rumor that's been going around. And I'm going to be honest, like I said earlier in the video, I didn't want to make this because I just don't believe in this trade rumor at all. But there is a trade rumor going around with the Minnesota Timberwolves are pretty much shopping their #1 draft pick. Of course, any NBA team that would win the NBA draft lottery is going to shop the draft pick to see what's out there. And of course, the Chicago Bulls are linked to trading up this draft. When we moved up in the draft, the first thing Artur said when we got the 4th pick was, I wish we could have gotten in the top 3. So ever since then, there's been a little hint at Artur wanting to trade up or down. And Bulls fans have just been going crazy, especially all the NBA reporters and people that write articles and stuff. They've been making a bunch of articles and just potential trades with the Bulls trading up or trading down or just blowing up our roster because we got a new front office and they really don't know what we're going to do, what's our next plan. I'm going to be honest, I don't believe that the Bulls are going to do anything crazy, especially because we have a lot of cap space next year. But at the same time, the Bulls have never signed a big free agent ever, so I wouldn't put it past Artur if he did make a big trade for a superstar or something. But in my own opinion, I don't see the Bulls doing that. So let me just get into this trade real quick. And this potential trade rumor is the Chicago Bulls could trade Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen to the Minnesota Timberwolves for the top pick. And straight up, like I said earlier in the video, I don't believe this at all. And the official trade would be Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen back to Minnesota. And it's kind of ironic that they both Minnesota pretty much traded both of them to Chicago for pretty much nothing, half a season of Jimmy Butler. And of course, now they're regretting it and want them back. I do believe Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen would fit amazing with the Timberwolves. If they never blew up that young roster, Minnesota would probably be real good right now. But say the Bulls do this trade, good for Minnesota, man. They'd get a hell of a, young duo in return. D'Lo, Zach LaVine, then they'd have Cat and Markkanen. That'd be a great young team. And then they have the Chicago Bulls getting in return James Johnson, Jarrett Culver. I'm going to be honest, Jarrett Culver played terrible for Minnesota. I guess he had an okay season, but he was in the top 10 or something. He was around there. He was a lottery pick, so he definitely should have played way better, especially on a bad Minnesota team. They weren't winning at much games at all. He should have been starting and playing way better. He was really inconsistent, I'd say. His defense was solid, but other than that, he's nothing crazy. And of course, the Bulls would get the #1 draft pick in return. And I'm just going to be straight up. This is 100% just clickbait. There's no way the Bulls would ever do this. Trading probably 2 of our best players for James Johnson, just a veteran. I'm pretty sure he's on a expiring contract. Jarrett Culver, nothing special that I see in him. I'm going to be honest. I believe he could be a solid small forward in this league, but not trading Zach LaVine for. And then, honestly, same with the first pick. I don't really want the Chicago Bulls to trade up unless, of course, we don't have to give up any young players or any good draft picks, but that's pretty much impossible to trade up. I see the Bulls trading down or staying at 4 and taking Denny. But like I said, this NBA draft, it's not the best, especially with talent, I believe at least. I could be wrong. A lot of people say every draft is weak, and I agree. I hate to fall into that class, but say the Bulls do make this trade and of course get the #1 pick. Who would you guys draft? I mean, if I'm the Bulls, I'd take LaMelo Ball, but at the same time, I don't really see like superstar potential in him, I'm going to be honest, especially because he's not the best shooter, and his shooting form is still kind of weird like Lonzo's, so I'm just not for this trade, even if like this was a real thing. Definitely leave any comments or questions below this video about this trade rumor, and of course the Bulls voluntary workouts coming out soon. And to end this video, just a heads up, guys, you know, if you guys are a diehard Bulls fan, you might not want to watch this next video I'm going to throw up. It's pretty much Chris Bosh talking about like back in 2010, 2011, when him, LeBron, and Wade were all like free agents and they were possibly coming to Chicago. You know, it just hurts to watch that video, I'm going to be honest, but it's still pretty cool that Chris Bosh was like considering the Bulls and more than likely going to come to Chicago if Miami was not like an option. So I'm going to throw that video up real quick, then the video is going to end. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.
2010, go back to 2010. In your mind, Miami, if we're like playing devil's advocate or we're second guessing it, Miami was not an option. What is your second choice?
I would have went to Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Were the Knicks ever a consideration?
I took a meeting with them up into having a meeting with them, but they had a bit more of an empty plate. They still had some blanks to fill in. One thing I didn't expect was Chicago to have such a strong offer, because their pitch was, okay, they have D Rose, which you won MVP that year. D Rose, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, 2 free agents, Taj Gibson, and we can figure out the rest later. That, you know, that's a championship team right there. But you know, it was just all about more of the feeling and you know, picking up the vibes and who you connect with. But yeah, Chicago, they made a very, very, very strong offer, and you know, they had a strong situation going, which we had to beat those guys. So
yeah.
You know, it was very good.
In that alternate universe, maybe we could have been teammates, because I actually signed my offer sheet with Chicago. All right.